This is my full Black Friday Cyber Monday strategy document behind a multi-seven-figure brand and a guide to stop winging it and how to create compelling offers that stand out. According to Statista, expected average spend per consumer for the period between Thanksgiving Thursday and Cyber Monday has been seeing a year-on-year increase. BFCM is the time of the year where you're really cashing in on the checks from the prospects that you have brought into your sales funnel throughout the entire year. And because consumers understand that it will be the perfect opportunity to try the product, if you have a compelling offer, they are more willing to take it. Your Black Friday offer is the hook. If it doesn't land in 3 seconds, you're invisible. But how do you create compelling offers without dishing out deep discounts that sacrifice margins? The truth is most brands default to a percentage off and pray, but a better way is to balance discounts with compelling offer mechanisms that encourage higher AOVs. Let me explain. So who is this for? If you're a D2C founder, branded dropshipper, marketer, or business owner, this is for you. I'm documenting this video and framework for my own brand and also for you to get some value out of it. What you'll learn in this 3-part strategy document is very simple. By the end of the video, you have a step-by-step process to engineer your offer. We use a simple 3-part framework of defining BFCM objective, offer mechanisms, and number 3, customer experience. So you can build your own BFCM offer that's profitable, but also cashing in on customers that are on the fence. Let's define your BFCM objective. Before you can build a winning offer, you need to define what winning means for you. If you skip this step, you're flying blind because what works for other people doesn't work for you. So it's important to take a pause to decide what is your priority. Of this 3, it pretty much summarizes everything, right? Number 1, net new customers or list growth. Number 2, top line revenue growth. Or number 3, profitability. Each goal points you towards a completely different type of offer. The most common mistake founders make is copying someone else's BFCM strategy or discount without asking if this aligns with their ultimate goal. So your offer isn't successful because it looks sexy, it's because it moves the metric that matters most to you. So let's break down the 3 common BFCM goals. Number 1, net new customers or list growth. The goal is to bring in as many first-time buyers as possible. So an example of a good offer could be a first order 30% off, or an irresistible bundle offer, or a huge discount on a subscription. Why? You're okay sacrificing day 1 margin to maximize lifetime value later, where you want to cash in as many people in your funnel that you've acquired so far in the year. You want to remember that the advertising in Q1 to Q3 is all about getting people into the marketing funnel, right? You have a lot of people in the awareness consideration stage. What you're trying to do at BFCM is to convert most of them into purchases. Number 2 is about revenue growth. The goal here is to drive maximum sales dollars in the 4-day window. So this could be tiered discounts like spend $100, get 20% off, spend $200, get 30% off. So this is where you can push for more volume, sales volume, and you're really focusing on that instead of margin. So you're encouraging people to spend more to get more value. Now the third one is profitability, and that is what I'm personally focusing on. And the goal here is to keep margins intact while still participating in BFCM. The example is you want to go for smaller discounts, but you want to have value-added gifts that have less of an impact on profitability versus, say, a 20%, 30% steep discount. Or you can even introduce free shipping thresholds. I'll explain how the math works later. You want the holiday lift without training customers to only buy on discount. So pick one primary metric. The key is you don't want to chase all 3 at once, right? So quick goal setting, you can write this down, take a pause. Number 1, my number 1 BFCM objective is, and you can communicate this with your team as well, right? Number 2, the metric I'll track is, and number 3, what success looks like. So in my example, my number 1 BFCM objective is profitability. So the metric I'll track is MER from a day-to-day basis. So success to me looks like being able to move product without sacrificing margins, allowing customers to feel like they've got a good deal without having to slash prices and offer steep discounts. So other examples could be to acquire 2,000 net new customers. Your main metric will be the number of new buyers, The success would be 2,000 plus first-time purchases at a CAC below $30. So these are different ways you can look at it. So the natural next step, once you've defined your objective, is to choose your offer mechanism. Now that the goal is clear, the next step is deciding how you deliver the value to your customer. And this is the offer mechanism. Think of it as the vehicle that carries your offer. Most brands default to a plain percentage off discount. But today, I'm just going to challenge you to think about it a bit deeper. What if changing the mechanism and not the discount depth can boost your profits while keeping customers happy and you can still reach your objective? So for example, in our own brand, we discovered that giving a straight 20% discount on big orders actually reduced our contribution margin more than if we were to give free products. Customers loved it, but they had our bottom line. So for example, if the order value is $200, if they're getting a 20% discount, we're sacrificing $40 on contribution margin. But when we tested giving a free product instead, customers actually perceive their order as more valuable because the free product is worth more than $40, right? And the kicker here is that while the free product costs us less than the 20% discount would have, but because on the front end, it is clear to the consumer that the free product has a higher dollar value compared to their 20% discount, the customer feels like they get a better deal compared to a percentage discount. So the smarter move for us became a hybrid offer. So that could be a smaller discount, say 10% off or 15% off, plus a free gift when they hit a certain spend here. So customers feel like they're getting more. They can take their time of BFCM to stock up, and we protect our margins. And so this is the power of different mechanisms, right? So for example, a 20% off discount is high customer value but low margin. Adding a free product increases perceived value with a stronger margin, especially if your COGS are dialed in, your COGS are dialed in. A 10% plus free gift is a bit more of a balance between the two, where you have a discount, a customer sees a tangible discount, but you have a free gift that protects their margin because the cost of the gift is lower than the absolute dollar value of the percentage discount. And this is why the best offer isn't always the deepest discount, it's the one that aligns customer perception with your profit goals. Now, I've written here some common mechanism types with examples. So this could be percentage or dollar off discounts. So this works best when your goal is revenue growth. So for example, $50 off orders above $200, 20% off site-wide. This is very easy to understand. Free gift of purchase. So this is when you reach a certain spend here, you can get a free product. So the perceived value can outweigh the actual cost of the product. So this works best when your goal is profitability or AOV lift. You can also have a buy one, get one, buy two, get one. Customers see the word free and it's psychologically powerful. It works best when your goal is volume or inventory clearance, or free shipping, conditional offers, free shipping over $100 or spend $150, get 25% off. This works best for AOV growth or reducing abandonment. You can also toggle or create hybrid offers, mix and match. It really depends on what your goal is. So you want to pick a mechanism that aligns with your BFCM objective. So the good news is you don't have to guess which mechanism works best for your audience. You can run simple pre-BFCM tests. Some ways to do it is you can A/B test email campaigns. So you split your list, send 20% off to one half and 10% off plus free gift to another, and then see which one converts better. Offer variants in ads, so run 2 ads with the same creative with different offer headlines and see which one pulls more clicks and purchases. On number 3, run short flash tests on site. Run a 24-hour mini sale with one mechanism, then swap and compare. So once you've chosen your mechanism, the next question is how much, how deep should the discount be, or what's the free gift? This is where we need to dial in on the offer experience. This means 2 things, right? Number 1, how much value you're actually giving, like defining the actual numbers, and how clearly you communicate it. Because if there are so many hoops that they have to jump through, they're probably not going to use it. So you want to make it as simple as it is to use your offer. So when it comes to determining the amount, it's really a matter of perceived value versus profit. Every mechanism needs the right amount. A 10% discount might be ignored, but 25% could destroy margin. A small free gift may feel cheap, but a premium one can delight customers that spend more with you without costing you nearly as much as a 25% discount. So the key is really finding that sweet spot where customers feel the deal is worth it and your profit is still holding up. So the way I like to look at it is I look at some of the products that perhaps are good as free gifts, that we are overstocked on, that we can offer as a high perceived value free gift to a customer that perhaps might be spending $200, $300, and we don't necessarily want to offer a very steep discount for that. Now, when it comes to the presentation, keep in mind the 3-second rule, right? I like to make the base offer easy to understand within 3 seconds. So I think of it as the base offer plus a bonus offer, right? Anything else on top of the base offer would be the cherry on top. There are strategies to perhaps maximize AOV and just give big spenders a way to get more incentives out of the buying season. So for example, a base offer could be 15% off site-wide. So this affects every buyer regardless of their spend tier. And for example, the next mechanism could be free gifts, free shipping when they hit a certain spend tier. They get a limited time item when they reach a certain spend tier. These are different ways to kind of spruce up the offer so that number one, they would spend more with you, but also if they don't, they still get the base offer of the 15% off site-wide. So a bad offer would be something like special holiday savings at checkout, right? And then there's fine print. All right, free item for selected purchases, or 15% off on selected collections only. You want to be super clear with the offer, right? Buy two, get one free, today only, bolded on every touch point, and auto apply in cart, spend $150 and get a free item, site-wide 20% off. You want to be super clear and just try to make things easy. Don't overcomplicate it. The right amount plus a crystal clear presentation equals a frictionless customer experience. They're not supposed to feel like it's difficult to want to claim their prizes or claim their gifts. It should be built into the cart. So your job is to make it feel like a no-brainer. The cart experience should be seamless. So you want to show the free gifts when they hit the requirements and don't make them jump through hoops. So find a sweet spot where customers feel the deal is worth it and profit still holds up. That's your amount. Next is your presentation. You have 3 seconds. Make the offer very clear, consistent, and visible across the journey. This will be in your emails, on your website, on your direct mail. You want that offer presentation to be clear. The pro tip that I can give is hybrid offers. Small discounts plus free gifts often increase perceived value while protecting margin. So if there's something that you can incorporate into your brand, that could be useful. Now to conclude, now we have built the full anatomy of a winning BFCM offer. Your goal, your mechanism, and a customer experience that delivers value clearly and profitably. So here are just some final field notes on testing and timing. So number one, you want to segment smartly. Test aggressive offers on colder buyers or one-time customers, people that have maybe not bought your products for some time. And then the second thing would be to use lighter perks or use early access, smaller gifts for loyal buyers, people that have bought your product or actively buy a product, or subscription buyers. You don't need to bribe them with heavy discounts because they are already loyal customers. So you don't want to sacrifice margin by sending them very aggressive offers. The next thing would be timing. So give VIPs first access to offers before the BFCM rush. So this makes them feel special and locks in early sales, also giving you an early data point so you can make adjustments accordingly. Define what's best for your brand. Don't be too quick to follow what other people are doing and figure out what's the most beneficial for your unique case and goals. With that, that's the end of this video. I hope this video will be helpful for you in executing your BFCM strategy for your brand.